was so sweet. What a wonderful introduction. Thank you. I love those guns. Is it working out? Isn't he adorable? Just adorable. I know what you're all thinking right now. I didn't know he was so tall. Who knew he was so tall? He's always sitting down. I've always been tall. My mother tells me that she grew a foot while she was pregnant with me. And then she was back to normal. But the fact is, my shortness on TV is faked. Fake. It's fake. We fake so much stuff on TV. For instance, my voice. We use on television, now don't tell anybody this, but on television we use auto-tune. So we can tune anyone's voice to exactly how you want to hear it. Like, this is being tuned tonight to how you want to hear it. Here, Mr. Audio Guy, can we do an experiment here? Can you use auto-tune and change it to something like, Jigsaw?
Do not attempt to leave this room. When you wake up, you will find yourself chained to the table, and all of the air being sucked out of the room by this monologue. And you will be given a choice. You will be given a song.
Too much?
Too much?
No,
Okay.
Perfect.
Let's set this back to news. And we'll, this is my news voice.
There you go.
So we fake all sorts of stuff on the news. For instance, well, let me ask you your opinion here. Hair, nails, hair fake, nails fake, eyes fake, shoes fake, knees fake, clothing fake, nose fake, fake. And people too. Let me ask you, Brian Williams, real or fake?
Fake.
Fake. Katie Couric, real or fake?
Lesbian.
Real. Don't get real on me here. I've met her before. She's actually a nice lady. My co-anchors, real. So perfect, they have to be real. Fair and balanced, real or fake?
Fake.
Get real, yeah. Fair and balanced. And or balanced. Breasts on TV.
Fake.
Real. And the tie. Real or fake?
Real.
It's a real tie.
Real it is. I guess I am going to have to do my 10 ways I can work motherfucker into a newscast without anybody knowing. But I've been finding that I was a Michigan boy. Yes, weird Michigan. Anybody here from Michigan? Uh-huh. Can you show me your Michigan mitten map? Mm-hmm. You're a Michigan mitten? Okay, so where are you from, sir? I know, you're number one. Not from the University of Michigan, that's maybe both. Can you show us where you're from? Isn't that cute how they can all do that little trick? Anyway, so I'm a Michigan boy and I moved to Alabama and I worked in Alabama just almost long enough and I listened to almost enough country music that I almost bought a pickup truck. Would have come with a gun rack. That is not an option in Alabama. They all come with gun racks. But I didn't own a gun. Now, don't judge me. Just because I wouldn't go buy a Happy Meal. Now, a shotgun in a Happy Meal, that's a toy that a child in Alabama can really appreciate. And then there was the other car dealer who was selling his pickup trucks with a set of fitted sheets. Set of fitted white sheets, sizes 38 short to 48 long. And the pillowcases came with eye holes. So it was about that time that I decided I needed to move to Florida. And I was tired of doing fireworks shows every night, reporting on fireworks every night, and I only could have to motherfucker report
He's crazy.
on the fireworks.
Motherfucker Kurt Fog is angry.
The last angry comedian.
Dad's having a motherfucker.
I can post this right to Facebook.
That I only had to report on a fireworks once a year in Florida.
Florida, there you go.
Yeah, right. Okay. So the news isn't always as real as it appears on the air. For instance, we were doing a story the other night, research that showed that the children's symptoms of cold and flu are alleviated with the use of Vicks VapoRub. And the research was sponsored by Vicks VapoRub. I did not see that coming. We didn't have time to report on the suppressed research from Anheuser-Busch that if an American man drinks a six-pack of Bud, he is 110%, perhaps you, sir, 110% more likely to have unprotected sex. Sometimes, actually, with a woman. And if he goes on to drink a 12-pack of Bud, his risk of having any sex falls to 0. So I have, I also remember the research now. That was a silent way of saying it. I also remember the research now by Pfizer, the makers of Viagra. And I'm looking out into the audience now, and I think that there was probably only one man in this audience who has never had a problem with erectile dysfunction. That's what the research would indicate. There would be only one man who didn't need help with, what do you call this? A pill. And that one man is commonly known as Television Anchorman. I'll wait until you stop laughing. But I've used all of the terms, since I'm a serious man in a serious business, I've used the medical terms for, those thingamajigs that Sammy was talking about earlier. For instance, I can use the correct medical term for the synonym that you normally refer to as a synonym for a cat, vagina, and the term that you generally refer to as a synonym for a rooster, penis. But that backfired on me, and incidentally, technically speaking, the medical term for backfire is a fart. It backfired on me once when we were doing a story about man-o-war. The man-o-war were coming into our beaches. And all the bathers who bathe on Florida beaches, perverts, no, these were swimmers, and they were all being stung and itching, and all because of the man-o-war invasion. So we were introducing this story, and my co-anchor did her part of the introduction perfectly, and then I introduced the reporter and said that the cause of all of the distress is because of the man-o-war's stinging testicles. I said testicles. I have yet to say tentacles on the air, but I had said testicles many times, never exposed on the beach. That would be perverts. But I did it that night, and that night, when my co-anchor, if you saw her, she smiled sweetly, as I was saying, stinging testicles. But if you slow down the video, Here's what she looks like. And then that night I prayed. I prayed for the first time in my career that all the viewers would not have heard what I said. I prayed, oh Lord, smite their ears so they might not hear the foul words from my mouth. And my prayers were answered. Until the next day, when I got this note from a viewer. She was a little old lady in Stewart. She was, what do you call them? Stalker. And she wrote me this. The nightly news is seldom hilarious. In fact, it's usually very serious. So I had a really wonderful laugh at Mr. Fonger's delightful gaffe. Whereas if I go to the beach and see a man of war, I know I will be considered and consumed by mirth because I will have seen his poisonous vesicles and I will have been told they are the creature's testicles. I believe that may have been the beginning of the end of my broadcast career. Of course, if I did leave broadcasting, I would just be doing the same thing, except I would be doing it for one around the house for my wife. Hello and welcome. Kurt Fonger is home, and he is awesome. This is sponsored by Pfizer, the makers of Viagra. And if Kurt Fonger is awesome for more than 4 hours, someone has been pretending to have a headache. In other news, the health department has been called in to investigate the food put on Kurt Fonger's plate because tonight's dinner really sucked. In the weather, it's cold and wet in Kurt Fonger's shower. And Kurt Fonger needs someone to reach a towel from up there and bring it down here so Kurt Fonger can have a warm front. And in sports, tonight's Sexual Olympics starring Kurt Fonger has been canceled. Of course, I could do all those other former broadcast anchorman jobs. For instance, I could use my talents to say, would you like fries with that? Or, hello, welcome to Walmart. Would you like a cart? Or that ever popular, next. That, of course, comes from the TSA. I'm not sure I could work for the TSA. I'm not sure I could do those pat-downs at the airport. I'm not into groping guys. Not really. And I wouldn't want to hear them talk about their stinging testicles. Or I could do voiceovers for cartoons. How's this for an idea? Oh boy, I'm SpongeBob SquarePants' newest friend. I'm stinging testicles. Thank you. You've been a very funny audience. It's not necessarily a good thing. And don't tell me to quit my day job. I don't have a day job.
All right.